Well, you're right, guys. Hope you're all okay out there. Today we are making a pesto flavoured cream cheese, and very nice it is too. And all made with nice, naturally fresh ingredients: whole milk, extra virgin olive oil, bit of salt, lemon, my own basil, some pine nuts, and some butter. And as always, guys, the ingredients and method will be in the description below. So we start off with a litre of whole milk. All this is based around a litre for me because I didn't want too much cheese. In the pan and get it boiling. Be careful if you've got an induction hob. If you have the heat too high, the bottom of the pan gets hot really quickly and there's a good chance of browning it, but you know how to boil milk. And while it's coming up to the boil, get your juice out of your lemon. I recommend half a lemon, but I noticed on my bottle of milk it's over a litre, it's 2 pints. So I ended up using the juice of a whole lemon. You can use other acidy things like vinegar. The reason I'm using lemon is if there's an aftertaste from the vinegar, it'll taint the cheese a little bit. Okay, the milk's coming up to the boil now. I'm stirring it because I do not want to burn the bottom of the pan. All this work for nothing. As soon as it gets to the boil, turn the heat right down as low as you can. And in with the lemon. The milk will start curdling straight away. Now, I'm not over stirring this. You don't want to mix it like mad. All we're trying to do is get the lemon juice mixed with the milk. And you'll see the curds forming. So just gently push it around a little bit. Just keep it mixing. And after a few minutes it will look something like this. And if you push the curds to one side, you'll see the whey underneath is like a yellowy greeny colour. You'll see what I mean about the colour of the whey when we start lifting the curds out of the pan. Ah, speaking of which, it's that time. So in with your sieve or strainer, whatever you've got. And get them into your food processor as quick as you can. You need to do the blending bit while it's still hot. In hindsight, I should have put them into a bowl first because I had to take them out again. They were a little bit too wet still. So quickly in with the butter. And the olive oil. Extra virgin, nicer taste. And now for the noisy bit, get blending. I use the pulse bit to start off with just to get things moving, so on and off, on and off. Once again, this is one of those recipes that's highly adaptable. If you wanted a really soft cream cheese, you just double up the amount of olive oil and leave out the butter. Quick taste test, in with the salt, about half a teaspoon for me. And then carry on blending, about 2 or 3 minutes. What you're after in the end is a really, really smooth, creamy cheese. No little grainy bits in it. Yeah, and that'll do. Next up then is to get the cheese into a bowl and let it cool down. And the reason we let it cool down is if you add the basil while it's still hot, it will turn brown and not very attractive. So I'll put it to one side, let it cool down like I said, and chop your basil, roughly chopped, nothing too fine. This is basil sweet green from my aqua towers in the back garden. Nice big leaves. And get your pine nuts ground down a little bit. Nothing too fine again, all various sizes. Bit of crunch, bit of powder, you know what I mean. Like I said, an adaptable recipe. You can use whatever nut you want here. Walnuts, pecans would work. In fact, any herb leaf would work as well. Right, that's cooled down a bit now. Only 5 or 10 minutes. In with the basil, in with the nuts, the pine nuts. And give it all a good mix in. Now basically that's the cheese made, so all we need to do now is to shape it. Get your parchment paper and scrunch it up a couple of times. All this does, it lets the parchment paper lie flat on the table. Makes it easier to work with. And about a quarter way up the paper, get your cheese on. And sort of form it into a log. I saved a few of the smaller basil leaves to decorate the top of the cheese with, just like you'd see in a delicatessen, I suppose. Bloody hard when you've got sticky, cheesy fingers. Right, so now what you do is you grab your, oh yeah, clean the paper first. Grab the paper that's nearest you and take it right over the top of the cheese. Right over the top, and then tuck it in from the far side. And just carry on rolling, basically. Roll it up like a sausage. Twist the ends, give it a good squeeze, and then in the fridge for about 3 to 4 hours. You need that butter to set again. Right. In the fridge. Well, here we are, 4 hours later. Set nicely. Apologies for the noise in the background, but I was multitasking. I was making some bread in the oven at the same time. Looks alright, and its desired effect with the basil leaves on top. Yeah, it cut alright. Maybe a little bit squidgy, so perhaps next time a bit more butter in there. Well, here we go. Pesto flavoured cream cheese. That is good. That is good. And it's all, well, all natural, no preservatives, no nothing like that. The basil's from my own garden. Yeah, oh, brilliant. Tell you what, guys, that is lovely. Another thumbs up from Diggy.